one drunk wicked.
Aus! Excellent. Attaboy!
Come here, sissy.
Yow. Welcome to another episode of eXtelevision. It's been a little bit, but we back. We got eMg versus Complexity tonight. This is from ESEA-Invite. We're on GullyWash if you have not seen it before. This custom map. More popular in the European leagues, but a recent addition to the rotation here, and very enjoyable. See one of the scouts for eMg in blue here was holding down that middle point, shoving people back. Complexity's in red in their custom uniforms. And a lot of action going on. Blue is taking the midpoint for the most part right now, but kind of getting forced to fall back. They're down to 3 members. Tyrone, their soldier's pretty banged up. They're falling back around this corner, but Solid Snake gets taken out. And Banny just getting it from the side there. Exploit walking up this little stairwell that's there, an interesting nook. This is a really great map. Really enjoy it. You can see the second point is pretty interesting here. There's a pathway towards the right, as we're seeing. That Complexity scouts are leading the attack and coming in on. Combo is falling behind them, interestingly, using the scouts to kind of split up eMg. They get one pick on YZ50, but Carnage goes down. It's still now Complexity one-man advantage over eMg, whose medic Shade was forced to pop Uber there. Now Pure and his team coming in aggressively and getting some kills. Only 2 up left for eMg, now up to 3. Banny and Solid Snake having a showdown here. And Solid Snake really only getting the upper hand because that shield that he's using, bounces back damage. Exploit saying in chat that he got the kill on Banny due to the explosion. And Complexity working in on the last point here. You see we got a heavy weapons guy for both teams actually, as Raph is running it for eMg, and Jaeger has switched over to it on Complexity's side. Who, Jaeger loves to run heavy weapons. Although, as you will see, he's running Sasha while Raph here is running the Natasha, which is a personal favorite of my own. Banny picking off Carnage with a sticky trap in the corner there. You see his corpse floating in the background. There's a little water route that wraps around. You can come right behind the point with that. A little bit more off-classing from eMg. Mackie, who's their soldier, was just over at Sniper and got a kill. He loves to off-class. Pulling some alternatives. You see Solid Snake going into the water there. Do have Ubers on both teams, so we'll probably see some action here. Solid Snake about to come up from the water route here. Getting trapped in the corner with those rockets and then finished off by that roller. We have Ubers popped here as they're moving in. And YZ50 doing some work at Relic. And Complexity now on their toes. YZ50 just going straight for the medic, kills him off. No other kills for 50, but Banny finishes off Carnage. eMg only down to 3 players. Would have been nice to see them be a little bit more aggressive there, but obviously they're undermanned and need to protect that last point. So they've had a big advantage. Looks like now they're going to try to exert it since they got some more players up. Working this hallway, but Solid Snake is chilling by the health pack. He's at half health right now. You see Banny has got some stickies set up there. Going over the lineups real quick since we finally have a lull in the action. Raph and YZ50 are the scouts for eMg. Banny is their demo man. Shade is their medic, and Mackie and Tyrone. You see his end game is Tyrone backwards, but Tyrone is what everybody calls him. And again, they're getting a little aggressive here. They do have an Uber advantage by about a quarter, and getting a kill on a Solid Snake in the corner, trapping him in the spot. And now Mackie and Tyrone are coming up top with Shade here, but we see inside here, I want to showcase that spot where Banny was hiding those stickies. You see Carnage gets kill on Mackie, very nice snipe, and Complexity is going to all try and get up top here, move through this top level, although the medic is downstairs. And you see Carnage does not see those stickies, just a very one fleck of light coming out, and Pure doesn't see those stickies either, and boom goes the dynamite. Carnage is still downstairs, gets a snipe kill on Banny, and Solid Snake using that sword and shield to escape. He hasn't really had a whole lot of use for it. And eMg pushing out, getting kills. You see Jaeger up there as the heavy weapons guy. The soldier's not able to do a whole lot of damage. Gets him down to 42 though. He's going to rocket jump over here and then actually pushes it into the health pack. And then didn't have enough rockets loaded where he could actually finish the kill there. So Jaeger able to save his own life by eating that sandwich there, and lucky that he got banged into the health pack. Solid Snake again having to just fall back with that sword and shield. It's tough to say if he'd be more effective with the stickies, but certainly the shield is helping him stay alive here and go to toe with these soldiers. Banny blowing up a trap there, trying to damage Carnage, but not really doing much damage towards him. Now this upper route is a pretty safe attacking route, although there's also the whole stairwell area. But teams kind of like to come out of this left side instead of going out of the middle or the bottom right. Complexity coming together, moving as a unit. And we got the Uber coming in. Solid Snake just charging right for the point. Gets the cap rolling, but he gets taken out by some stickies. And now Jaeger's on the point. And we're getting a cap going on. Oh, just barely stopped. One of the scouts is on there. And Jaeger, Pure, and Carnage just bringing some heat. And Complexity just kind of making a beeline right for the point there. Very nice tactic there, and it worked. It was close to not working, but, you know, hey. Complexity up 1-0 now. Demoman's got a pretty fast route to mid here. Both teams are able to execute it perfectly, as you'll be able to see. Coming about the same time. Scouts working with the Demomen here. But we do have soldiers out of the side. I think that's got to be Jaeger going in aggressively. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage to Shade and gets taken out. So eMg with a bit of an advantage, but some of their players are pretty banged up, as you can see. YZ50 going down now. And now it's eMg getting aggressive. Mackie going after Pure. But Pure's still got a half health now, but he's going to pick up that bottle. And meanwhile, eMg just getting totally wiped. And that's going to be an easy cap for Complexity. Maybe I shouldn't say easy. That was a pretty tenuous middle battle. Just GullyWash, the middle seems really chaotic, but there's there's a lot of stuff going on. It's interesting how the players are able to get there pretty quick. Jumps aren't too hard, so the Demomen are pretty reliable getting there at the same time. Kills traded by the scouts. Now it's Jaeger who's coming in, not able to take out both the soldiers at the same time. And Solid Snake trying to get a charge in there, but just runs into the shotgun and gets taken out. Now a scout coming up from behind, but the Uber was popped safely, and Carnage just runs up and meat shot Shade down. There's only 2 players up for eMg, while 3 from Complexity. We're going to get on the point. 1 scout trying to hold it down, not able to do enough. Carnage and Relic taking the point, and it's going to be 2-0 for Complexity now. So we got the custom uniforms for Complexity, nothing for eMg. Look for those uniforms to be uploaded very soon alongside the other uniforms I have, and hopefully we'll get volunteers willing to make uniforms for teams like eMg who deserve to get plenty of coverage and are big names. Solid Snake just barely surviving, but then he gets the health pack. Now we got this heavy and the medic in this little stairwell area, but you can see here they're getting attacked from both sides. No outlet, and the heavy is just, heavy's not that strong of a class, but anybody in that position would have just gotten steamrolled. Getting attacked from both angles, and Complexity really just working together as a team there, great.